start with a fine detail brush to apply a very thin layer of shading around the inner eye and the eyelids. This is going to create depth and make the eyes look more natural once we get those inserted. You might be wondering what color I'm using. This is actually the same color, the Mother Brown from part 1. I noticed that when I inspected my shading, I needed another round of it. But this is the same exact technique that I would use with the darker color that you'll see in a few minutes. But going into the nostrils, I'm going to add a tiny amount of shading just so I can prevent this area from looking flat and, of course, add more realism. It gives it, again, depth. Depth is the key word. Depth is the thing that we are looking for so that it's never, ever flat. And then a little shading on the corners of the mouth as dimension and helps to define the face shape. So just as we did with the limbs, we are going to blend out all the paint that we have applied. And we're going to make sure that we blend the lines, or blur the lines, if you will, from light to dark. Because the key is to have a gradual increase of color where we're shading. But of course, we don't want any harsh lines, so that's very important. So y'all, don't be mad at me. I lost the footage of the colors that I actually used to mix the dark color. But I'll tell you what it is. It's basically the Mother Brown with more blue and a little bit of black added to it to give us that shaded look. We always want to just do a step up of the actual color that we used before. So I'm going to do the same thing to the other side of the head. And this is it once all color has been applied. So for the sake of time, I'm just going to do one limb on camera. And if you guys haven't already noticed, like this particular series is just really an overview, not too extremely detailed, only because I want to reintroduce my channel back to you guys since I've been gone for so long. So this is basically, or essentially, a paint with me. So adding that darker shaded color to the creasing and to all of the fingers, and then of course in the elbow area. And before I got to this particular color, the darker color, I did about 5 rounds of the Mother color. So now that I've done about 3 rounds of that darker color off camera, I noticed that he wasn't really matching my inspiration. So I had to pull back out my Mother color to bring some more color into the face, where it was of course lighter, because again, we wanted to have that transition of light to dark. Oh, I forgot to mention that the eyes are not fully set, but they will be set whenever I'm done with everything. But I like to pop the eyes in so that I can see all of the features and really truly see the kid awake when they have eyes, of course. But at this point, we're just making sure that everything is blended properly, going back from light to dark, because we still want that transition. It's just that the kid was entirely too light and didn't have enough color for matching our inspiration. Alrighty guys, this wraps up our shading, but in the next video, we're going to get into the details. So I hope that you'll join me in part 3. See you there.
You better turn up. You better be there when I shake. Watch me rockin' if I can't stop. If I should